Damian Lillard left everything behind: his legacy in Portland, his comfort zone, and the fans who worshipped him, for one shot at NBA glory in Milwaukee. But now, after a shocking and painful collapse, that dream has turned into a nightmare. The Bucks are out, the title hopes are crushed, and questions are swirling around Dame like never before. Was this move a mistake? Is Dame time finally over? In this video, we dive deep into the story of how Damian Lillard's season unraveled, and what it means for his career, his legacy, and the future of the Milwaukee Bucks. 1. Damian Lillard's championship dream just shattered. What went wrong? Damian Lillard came to Milwaukee with one mission: win a championship. After years of carrying Portland with unmatched loyalty, he finally took a leap of faith, joining forces with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It was supposed to be a deadly duo, two superstars destined for glory. But things didn't go according to plan. Injuries, inconsistent chemistry, and a lack of defensive identity plagued the Bucks all season. And now, with a heartbreaking early playoff exit, Lillard finds himself watching the finals from home again. Many expected Dame's arrival to push the Bucks over the top, but instead, it may have pushed them further away from their identity. The offense never truly flowed. The defense crumbled under pressure. And despite flashes of brilliance, Dame couldn't consistently dominate the way fans hoped. Some blame coaching, others point to lack of time together. But the truth is, it just didn't work. And that dream Dame chased? It's starting to look more like a nightmare. For a player who gave everything to get here, the failure stings deeper. One has to wonder, how many more chances will Dame get before that championship dream slips away for good? 2. From savior to scapegoat. Is Dame being blamed for the Bucks' collapse? When Damian Lillard arrived in Milwaukee, fans and analysts alike hailed him as the missing piece, the savior who would elevate the Bucks to another title. But after a disappointing season, some are now pointing fingers at Dame. It's a brutal shift in narrative. Once celebrated for his clutch gene and scoring prowess, he's now being scrutinized for what went wrong. Did he truly fit the system? Did his arrival disrupt the Bucks' defensive anchor? Or is he just the easy target in a team-wide failure? It's unfair to blame one man for a collapse that involved poor coaching decisions, Giannis's injuries, and inconsistent team play. Still, Lillard's name is being dragged through the headlines. Some say he looked slower. Others question his defense. But they forget, he was brought in to score and lead, not guard the league's top wings. Dame gave everything he had this season, even playing through injuries. Yet in the cruel world of professional sports, legacy can shift overnight. From hero to scapegoat, Lillard is learning just how quickly praise can turn to criticism. The question now is, will he bounce back and silence the doubters, or will this become a stain on his storied career? 3. Loyalty or regret? Damian Lillard's bold move is now backfiring. Damian Lillard spent over a decade proving loyalty in Portland, turning down super teams and big markets in pursuit of a legacy built the right way. But after years of playoff heartbreak, he finally made the bold choice: leave. When Dame landed in Milwaukee, it felt like a seismic shift, a new chapter, a shot at a ring. But now, after a shocking collapse, that bold move might be backfiring. The Bucks didn't find the instant success everyone expected. Chemistry issues, coaching turmoil, and injuries derailed their momentum. And for Dame, who risked his reputation and peace to chase a title, the results are devastating. He left the city that adored him, a fan base that stood by him, and for what? A first-round exit. Regret might be creeping in, even if he won't admit it publicly. Did he make the right call? Would he have been better staying in Portland and riding it out as the beloved underdog? It's the harsh reality of NBA business. Loyalty rarely pays, and risk doesn't always reward. Lillard's move was courageous, but right now it's looking costly. The question is, can he turn it around before regret becomes the defining emotion of his final years? 4th, was it all worth it? Dame's sacrifice for Milwaukee ends in heartbreak. Damian Lillard gave up everything for this shot at a championship. His comfort, his city, and his legacy in Portland. He walked away from the franchise he built from the ground up. hoping that teaming with Giannis in Milwaukee would finally earn him a ring. But now, after a season that ended in disappointment, Dame is left wondering, was it all worth it? The chemistry didn't click the way it was supposed to. The Bucks struggled to define roles, and Dame often found himself out of rhythm or battling nagging injuries. The dream scenario, Lillard raining threes while Giannis dominates the paint, was more rare than regular, and when it mattered most, Milwaukee faltered, and Dame's impact was muted. It's a cruel twist for a player who sacrificed so much. He went from franchise cornerstone to second option, from adored hero to media target. He gave his prime years to Portland, and now, even after leaving, he's still chasing the thing he wants most. For Dame, this isn't just about basketball. It's about purpose, pride, and legacy. And right now, all that sacrifice feels empty. Only time will tell if he'll look back at this move as the spark to something greater, or a painful misstep. 5. Dame time ran out. How Lillard's magic failed when it mattered most. Dame time used to send chills down opponents' spines, buzzer beaters, deep threes, ice in his veins. But this season, the clock ran out. Damian Lillard's clutch moments were fewer and farther between, and when the Bucks needed his magic most, in the playoffs, it simply wasn't there. Age, injuries, and system fit all played a role. Dame wasn't always the first option in Milwaukee's offense, and that affected his rhythm. He still had big nights, but the unstoppable closer we knew in Portland seemed quieter. The Lillard who once waved goodbye to entire teams in the playoffs wasn't the same player this time around. It's not to say he didn't try. Dame battled, hit tough shots, and showed flashes. But the playoff stage demanded more, and for once, he couldn't deliver it. Whether it's fatigue, adjustments by the defense, or a mismatch in team roles, the truth is clear. The magic missed its cue. Fans who expected fireworks got flickers. And now, Dame time feels more like a memory than a moment. The real question is, was this just a cold stretch? Or is time finally catching up to the man who once seemed unstoppable in the clutch? 6. The silent struggle. What Damian Lillard isn't saying about the Bucks' fall. Damian Lillard is known for his poise, his professionalism, and his silence in chaos. But behind those calm interviews and team-first quotes, there's a struggle brewing, one he may never speak about publicly. This season didn't go as planned, and no one feels that pain more than Dame. He came to Milwaukee with high hopes, only to be met with an unstable coaching situation, a system that didn't fully suit his style, and injuries that hampered his explosiveness. Yet through it all, he never pointed fingers, never lashed out. But make no mistake, he's feeling it. The frustration, the pressure, the weight of expectations, it's all there, hidden behind those steady eyes. Lillard has always carried himself with grace, but that doesn't mean he's immune to disappointment. The silence isn't acceptance, it's endurance. He's wrestling with the questions. Did I make the right move? Am I failing this team? Can I still be the guy? The media won't hear it, but the inner war is real, and it's that quiet struggle that defines Dame's current chapter. He won't complain, he won't quit. But deep down, he knows this season was a blow, and one that's left more scars than he'll ever admit. 7. Is this the end of Dame's legacy, or just the beginning of a new chapter? Damian Lillard's career has reached a crossroads. After a disappointing playoff run with the Bucks, some are questioning whether this is the downfall of a once untouchable legacy. But Dame's story has never been written in straight lines. It's been about struggle, resilience, and defying expectations. So is this really the end, or a painful beginning to something greater? It's easy to judge a player by one season, especially when expectations were sky high. But legacies aren't built on smooth journeys. They're forged in adversity. Yes, Dame's move hasn't paid off yet, but the fight in him hasn't faded. He still has that fire, that drive, that belief. Next season offers a reset, a chance for Dame and Giannis to finally build true chemistry, a full offseason to regroup, refocus, and rise. And if anyone can bounce back from disappointment, it's Damian Lillard. He's been doubted his entire career and always found a way to shine. This chapter may have been a stumble, but it's not the final page. The best stories have twists, and Dame's legacy might just be setting up for one epic comeback. Because if there's one thing history has taught us, it's never wise to count out Dame. Damian Lillard's journey this season was anything but smooth. What started as a championship pursuit has ended in heartbreak, doubt, and endless speculation. But if there's one thing we know about Dame, it's that he doesn't give up. This may be the lowest point of his career, but legends are defined by how they rise from the fall. Will Lillard bounce back stronger, or has time finally caught up with one of the NBA's most loyal stars? Only the future will tell. Until then, one thing's for sure. Dame's story is far from over. Stay tuned, because the next chapter could be epic.